The Fast and the Furious franchise continues in this series with part 2 of the Fast and the Furious, and yes, one of the most iconic drag races in the entire series is today. What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome back to the channel, and yes, today we're going to be going into the Crew 2 to finish off the Fast and Furious 1 with Dom's Charger and Brian's Supra. We're gonna be making them and then we're gonna race them to see who would truly come out on top. So, first and foremost, we're gonna go into Dom's Charger. Here we go. Dom's model of Charger was the 1970 model Dodge Charger RT. We have the 1969 one in the Crew, which is fairly close. As you can see, I've got this like race livery on it, but we're gonna take that off. And shall we make it black straight away? Yeah, you know what? We'll go straight into making it black. And I mean, just looking at this is not gonna be the last time you guys see this car. Let's get on to customizing it. This thing comes up just a few times, and already, is that the exact one? I believe it is, yes. Okay, now we won't go with the sort of matte one. We'll go with the normal one, just to play it truly safe. So I'm not getting on anyone's bad side by making these very, very iconic cars. And again, this is the stock, but this seems to be the exact one that Dom has. Except for the, like, weird spike things coming up from the bottom. So let's look for one without that, maybe. Oh, in all fairness, you see how this one has these lights at the bottom? Although Dom's one doesn't have that, like, fin thing, the splitter coming down underneath it, it does have lights in that exact place. So we'll go with that one. Now, Dom's is obviously not wide-bodied. This entire first movie seems to have never heard the word wide-body. These are the exact rims, thankfully. Finally, a set of official rims on a car. Does he have he has the stock mirrors. Is he missing a mirror on one side? Oh, no, this thing actually it just actually doesn't have a mirror on this side. I did not know that, huh? Can't be legal. I highly doubt it has one of these outrageous exhausts. Yep. Rear fender, of course, unwide-bodied, and no spoiler, because who would put a spoiler on a muscle car? And finally, let's get a good look at that exhaust. Which, now, I did watch the movie again like 3 or 4 days ago now, but which on the images for the car, I don't think we can actually find the exhaust. Now, I can see that the rear taillights are these ones. These are perfect, obviously just without that outrageous splitter. There we go. We will go with that. Actually, no, that is way too outrageous. I think this is probably the best. I know it's the stock one, but that is probably the best. We won't change the interior. Now, let's get on to the vanities. Now, hey, we could, to be honest, put drag tires on it, as that's what we're going to be doing with it, but we will not be doing that. Instead, we will put the smooth stretch asphalt because I just want normal tires on it and I don't want anything too outrageous. Now, this is before Dom has the red, like, thing around the back of the Charger. So, there's not... I guess we'll go with the red color scheme for vanities, but there's not really a lot we could do. Yeah, we'll go with the red smoke. Nitro, I guess we'll go with the fire nitro. No underglow, of course. Blacked out. Now, in all fairness, he doesn't have blacked out windows, so we won't put blacked out windows on this thing because I'm still trying to keep it fairly accurate, at least for the vanities that you can outwardly see. But there you go. Now, let's get some parts on it and let's throw it into a race. Here we are. Now, honestly, this is probably the most accurate one that we've had. As the other ones are all like tuner style cars, so they have really outrageous customizations. So it's really luck if we get the right customizations on the Crew for those things. You know, having this thing is nice because Dom's obviously not done an outrageous amount to it. There's definitely stuff done to it. But all of the stuff done to it, we have accessible to us in the Crew, which is always a lot of fun when we can create a car almost to the T like we can with this one. And like we technically can with the next one. Now, as far as cars go, it's a muscle car. It's not exactly my favorite as it obviously wouldn't be. Now, I'm sure, I definitely know, although there's a lot of demand for American muscle cars, the JDM scene seems to have a few more people standing it every now and then. But hey, you never know. Put down there in the comments, American Muscle or JDM, which one are you behind? Because, I mean, hey, this movie prominently features both of them. Okay, don't, please, no. Now, again, like this series, as just a reminder, I will be, when I'm talking about the specs of the cars, I'll be talking about the version that's in the movie, not the version I end up using if they're not completely the same. But yes, this thing with 900 horsepower, with a supercharged Chrysler 426 Hemi V8 engine, powering an absolutely classic American muscle beast. It is Dom's dad's old car that he busts out to race Brian's Supra in the final act of the movie, that then does unfortunately get ruined after that. It is iconic, as it's the car that Dom uses following through the entire series. But that race, let's now go through and make the other half of that race. Yes, Brian's Supra. And here it is now. Unfortunately, there is one very big, glaringly obvious thing right now that is extremely unfortunate. And hey, don't worry. I know, I understand. And you may have complaints like, oh no, it's not in the game though. Unfortunately, yes, we don't have Brian's Supra. So instead, I'm going to be using the newer Mark V Supra. Now, this may make the race a bit less fair. However, seeing as we have the Mark V here, I think it's completely justified to use this instead of the older one. Now, let me actually zero out all the customization and then look for the right livery. Now, obviously, seeing as it is the Mark V Supra, I assume someone will have made Brian's livery, as those two cars, the ones that I'm doing here today, are probably one of the most iconic ones, especially this Supra. And there it is, yes, Brian's Supra livery. Now, in all fairness, we actually do have this convertible, which is how it is in the game. As you'll see on screen right now, it's convertible in the movie. Let's try and get the right front bumper here. We just need as much of the orange shining through as we can. And that is it. There we go. Okay, without the yellow. That works right there. Now, what do we actually have here? Carbon fiber? No carbon fiber. Now, it's none of the official Toyota rims that he uses, I don't believe at least. So the ones I went for are these ones. Now, again, the Crew 2 only allows you to have your rims chrome, which is a massive shame, as chrome is definitely the furthest thing from what is desired. The skirts stock, the spoiler definitely not stock. It's a bit of a flaccid attempt at the spoiler, but I guess this is what we're gonna go for. Wow, looking at the actual spoiler and then looking at that spoiler? And from the back, the iconic back of the Supra, we have one exhaust on the left. Are we able to do that? No, we have to go with two exhausts. However, we will go with one of the single exhaust options. And we'll just go with this one because it's simple, slightly blacked out the lights and stuff with single exhaust on either side. So it's slightly close to what we get. And there it is, Brian's Supra. Let's get some parts on it and let's take it into a race. Nope. Completely forgot all these disgusting vanities that I have on this thing. Okay, my bad. We will go with that. No underglow, I don't believe at least. Yeah, I don't see any shots with underglow here in the images I'm looking at. There we go, no underglow. Nitro. Oh, do we have like a greenish nitro? Because it could match with that like luminescent green that it has on there. I don't want to go with orange stuff because I feel like that would make too much orange. So I might try and go with, what do we have that's green? We've got the Bats Nitro, which is actually pretty close, but it's bats. Oh, actually, no. We'll go with the dark cyan because it's basically NOS. No underglow. We will go blacked out windows, and that's it. There we go. Sweet. That is most definitely not it. Smoke. Okay, again, luminescent green. I guess we're going with this multicolor smoke. I guess we'll have to see it in the race. And here we go. The NOS is a nice touch. However, the Crew 2 has a lot more options for 2 exhaust than it does for single exhaust. And also the event I chose, you may have noticed the last event, again, like the first episode, it was in LA to match with the setting of the first Fast and Furious, just like this one is close to LA. I think we're in Temecula, which LA will be going past our right on the route of this race at the moment. Again, it's a shame we only have the Mark V in the game, so we can't get the older version, the one that obviously Brian uses. And I mean, I haven't watched Fast 9, but I don't think the newer Supra comes up. It might. I honestly, it might. Again, I wouldn't know. I will obviously get to it when I see Fast 9, F9. I don't even know. Wasn't F8? That was F8 though, wasn't it? Or was that the Fate of the... That was the Fate, wasn't it? Because it was the F8. And then this one's F9. And then the one before was Fast 7. Then it was Fast and Furious. This naming scheme is all over the place. What's the next one be called like Furious X? Because X, the Roman numeral for 10. And they call it like... And then Furious X. And then, I don't know, the next one's And Kevin 11. What was that? Wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? Now, only referring... I am still baffled on what that was. Only referring to the version of the Supra that is in Fast and Furious, not this one, the Mark V. The one that's in Fast and Furious has a 2JZ GTE i16, i6 or L6 or maybe 16. I'm sorry, I don't know that engine. Along with quite the cool body kit. Of course, it is the Mark IV in the Fast and Furious movie that Brian soups up, brings to Dom, soups up as his 10-second car, and then races Dominic Toretto in the final scene. So let's head over and recreate that scene. Now, as you can see, I switched to an older model of the Mark V just because, you know, so it's a slightly more fair playing field. I didn't customize it too much and, you know, there's no vanities and the rims aren't the right ones. So, what have you done to this one?
What do you mean? It's got the big exhaust on the side of it.
It doesn't, the exhaust just aren't there.
It's there. You just can't see it. It's invisible exhaust.
Well, we got Vintage Slam back. His link will be down there in the description, and we're going to be racing the Mark V, unfortunately, against Dom's Charger. If you remember, there's something that happens in this final race of the movie, and that is they race to a train track at which Dom gets absolutely clarted. So, the intent here is for me to win, but the real intent is just to see who would truly come out on top. But this race will go till, train or no train, we hit the train track, which is at some point down this road. You'll know when you hit it. But yes, there's a train track a fair bit down this road. That's what we're going till. Brian's Supra versus Dom's Charger. We shall go on the third sticker.
Okay.
I guess 3, 2, 1... go. Here we are. Oh, it's actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. I've got the better launch.
Oh god.
I'm on oncoming traffic though.
He's pulling.
No, the gap's closing. No! No! Traffic! And there goes the train tracks. Well, I guess there we go. I guess Dom's Charger did come out on top due to the traffic, and this thing's already got parts falling off it now.
Oh my god, look at it. You've ruined your Supra.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking, actually? I mentioned it as well. I don't remember many other Supras in the franchise. Now, I haven't watched Fast 9 or Fate of the Furious, but I don't remember many other Supras other than this one.
I think there's a few, but they're more background cars, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like the ones I did in my first episode, which if you want to see those ones, link will be in the description to the full series. But yeah, you know what? There it is. The iconic race across the train tracks where your car would get absolutely demolished, and then, you know, do I give you my car, or do I just walk away? I don't actually remember, and I only watched it 2 days ago.
Oh, wait, you're watching them, hell yeah. Well, how if you've watched it 2 days ago, how do you not know?
I don't know. I know he walks away, and I think he gives you keys. I assume.
Oh, probably, yeah. Well, give me the keys to your car and off I go, I guess.
You can have this thing. I don't want this thing. Yes, I will be continuing this series in a hot minute because we're going to do a bit of lazy content for a while, like the Reddit, a higher or lower, until early access week. First week of episode 2, I'm going to be uploading twice a day for like 5 days straight. Stick around for that, and then after that, we will be back continuing this series. Pardon me. But yes, I hope you guys did enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. And also, I may even, amongst doing this series, before it's even over, start a certain Sam Witwickian series. But who knows? Who knows?
Ooh.
But that's about from me. Thank you to popular members. A special thank you to famous members. And an insane, insane thank you to Icon member for the love of life.
We love you.
We truly do. Alright. In a bit, boys. In a bit.
My heart spills, so I'm cleaning up a mess, yeah. Gotta go to church, feel the demons at my neck, yeah. When I'm on a pill, I be feeling like I'm blessed, it's a curse. When I'm on the drugs, I'm the worst, shawty. Tell me how it feels, tell me does it hurt. Tell me if it's wrong when I'm lifting up your shirt, shawty. Tell me if it's real, or would you leave me in the dirt?